Hello, everybody. This is Mark from Learning with Mark Warren. It has been a long time since I've made a video, and I wanted to make this quick video to give you a heads up on what I want to do with this channel. Now, previously, I started this channel to talk about music and photography, Photoshop, so kind of like being your all around creative. Doing those type of things. I had a lot of Lightroom tutorials. I had some music tutorials, some things on using audio interfaces, and then slowly this channel kind of got transitioned into my journey on eyesight improvement. So if you're here looking for an eyesight improvement video, they're no longer on the channel. I have a completely new channel set up that's dedicated to that. It's youtube.com at myopia is mental. So if you're looking for any vision videos, they are there. But what I want to talk about in this video is where I want to take this channel next, because I've been wanting to do something with it for quite a while, but just haven't been able to get to it, between doing the vision videos stuff, the eyesight improvement stuff, as well as, juggling work and three kids, it's been tough to get back to this, but my goal is for 2026 to get back to this channel. Now, what do I want to do on this channel? I thought about this for a long time, and I think I want to go this route. There are a lot of content creators out there that are saying that you can make money online, do digital stuff and digital ebooks and digital content and make money online. And that's all great. Yes, I have that set up with my eyesight improvement, but I'm not in it for the money on that. Honestly, I just want to get people out there to understand that they can change their eyesight. I really don't make any money on that site at all. Well, I mean, I make enough to basically keep the doors open, and that's what I told my wife when I started the website and started doing my eyesight improvement stuff is I'm not going to pay for it out of the family's money. Whatever I make to keep that going, that's what I make. And it'll stay going as long as I make enough to keep the doors open. Because it does cost money to have the website up and all the videos and all the things and the trainings. And like I said, what do you call them, our live Q&A calls, doing those weekly and recording and having a place to store them. So like I said, there is a cost involved with that. So anything that I make from it just literally goes right back into that just to keep the doors open. But I have dabbled into some other things online to make money, and a lot of that most people don't even know about. But here's the thing, I've taken a lot of courses from various people, and their content is really good. And they're telling you all these ways that you can make money online. You can do affiliate marketing. You can have your own digital content. You can, start a YouTube channel, and make money, with the monetization through YouTube. And yes, you can do those things, but sometimes it's hard to get started. And then the other thing that disappoints me with a lot of these content creators is they tell you all this stuff. Like, case in point, I took a course the other day. It was a free course to get started, and they told you some basic stuff, which is great. But at the end of it, it was a spiel for a $6,000 program. Well, if you're just starting out online and you're trying to learn how to make money, and you don't have $6,000 to spend to get into this person's coaching program or that person's thing. You need to know things that you can do right now that can get you going with as little money as possible. And that's what I want to talk about. And my goal is to kind of walk through and set up some options and show you, is this possible? Is this something that's even doable according to some of the information that I've learned, some things and tricks that I've tried myself, and to let people know, what is possible and what really isn't. And this is just going to be an honest, you know, layout of what you can do. And should you even go this route? So, I've got quite a background, extensive background in tech. I've designed websites, doing WordPress. I've done a little bit of marketing and advertising for a marketing advertising company, so I have a little bit of knowledge and experience in a lot of different things. And I want to at least talk about and show some things that you can do again on your own if you're just getting started, where it's really not costing you any money or very little at all to get something going. And again, this isn't going to be any type of $5,000, $6,000 program to get into. I'm just showing what's possible and how people can go about getting started, especially if you don't have a clue of where to go. So, I will be talking about things about maybe even sometimes setting up a website. I know there's companies out there like Shopify or, what is it, StanCart, I think it is, or something like that, Stan Store. You got Etsy and things like that that you can do digital. And yes, those things do work, but we'll talk about some of the pitfalls of going that route versus setting up your own website and putting it on your own server. Yeah, there's a little bit of cost involved, but it can still sometimes come out cheaper doing it that way. And the other thing is the big one is you don't risk getting your store shut down, which I've heard and have seen happen to quite a few people. Some I know personally, their stores were shut down for whatever reason. And it took them a while to even get it back up. Some of them didn't get it back up at all. So those are the things I kind of want to discuss. And then, discuss like what can you even sell online? Especially when it comes to digital content. Maybe it's an ebook or, a little mini PDF or something like that. I believe everybody knows how to do something well. And if you can turn that into something that is going to be beneficial for somebody, that they're going to get value out of it and be able to use it in their daily day-to-day life, yeah, sure, go ahead and put it up. Everybody's got something that they're good at, and they can tell others how to be good at it too. So, for myself, I have a lot of hobbies. I've had a lot of experience doing a lot of different things. And what I typically tend to be good at is I like to break things apart. Growing up as a kid, I would take all my toys apart and take them down to the smallest piece to see how it works and then put it all back together. And as I grew up, I still kind of do that same thing now. Like, setting up a website. I started from the bare bone basics, used to code this stuff all by hand. Now there's tools that make it a lot faster that you can do that kind of thing. So that's the kind of stuff I want to talk about, as far as getting started in your own online business, what routes and what ways you can do to make it as cheap as possible, and then maybe build up from there, go up the ladder. You don't have to start out with all this stuff. And first off, before you even get going on selling something, you want to find out if the thing that you want to sell is even going to be a good proof of concept and that you can make money at it. Because there's no point in building out all this stuff and it doesn't even work. You want to see if it works first before you really put some investment and some really time into it and then go from there. So that's where I kind of want to pivot this channel. Again, I want to make it a little bit different than the a lot of the content creators that are, oh, go make money, do this, and you'll make good money, and you'll make thousands. You can make that. No, I want to show you step by step. Here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm trying. Here's the process that I did to get here. Let's see if it works together. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, I wanted to keep this pretty short and sweet and let you know what's going on with the channel. So starting, I think in probably next month, because we're going into the Thanksgiving holiday now, but starting next month, I'm going to start working on some scripts and some things like that that we can show you and show you some of the things that I've done and started to create on my back end just to bring in, maybe a little extra money. And, who knows, it might turn into something more for yourself and for your family. So this is Learning with Mark Warren, and we'll catch you on the next one.